All right, Patrick, next, our topic is on foreign buyers ban, the foreign buyers ban, which quite frankly, of all the topics we talked about in this episode of Rein It In, this is probably the one that people are most kind of attached to, and there's most energy around and a lot of emotion around it. But for you and I, it is by far the most boring topic. Foreign buyers ban. Patrick, what is this going to do? It is now official as of January 1st. What's new? What do people need to know?
There's really nothing to need to know unless you're a foreign buyer. And ultimately, it's much ado about nothing. It's politics over policy. There's nothing here of any substance. Foreign buyers is not going to change really anything. They were not a big part of the sector ever in the world of real estate and how it affected prices, which was, the general masses were kind of looking for somebody to blame, and seeing as the government's not going to put up their hand and go, well, I had something to do with it. No, they blame foreign buyers, and really it's less than 5% of the market, and that's at the extreme, and that's in two of the biggest markets being Toronto and Vancouver. So that's the first part. So some of the rules that are going to change, and oh, by the way, it's done in 2 years, just conveniently prior to the election. Oh my gosh, it just is so blatant. Anyways, we carry on. So ultimately, if you're a foreign buyer, you can't buy a single family, but you can buy, for example, a fourplex or a commercial unit. You can even buy an industrial. So what it does is it's limiting to what you can do in the single family space, but gives you lots of opportunity to park cash in Canada in the multifamily space. As well, international students. These are just a couple off the top. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it, to be honest with you. But international students used to be able to buy, 13 million, no income, but they're students. They could go buy, 5 million, 4 million. There's all sorts of stories about international students buying multi-million single-family properties with no declared income, and they were able to do that. Now, that's changed $500,000. And then within CMAs and CAs, so within, and by the way, it doesn't qualify for recreational property or certain zones where you're, for example, on the beach would be one of those examples of that. They can still do that. So there's lots of opportunities for money to flow in. The easy workaround from that, JG, and I know you want to interrupt, but let me just finish this little segment, and I'll tell you the workaround is, if you got a uncle or a parent or somebody, friend, family member in Canada who is in fact a resident, there's nothing stopping you from funneling money through to them to make that purchase on your behalf, whatever the deal is in the back end. But ultimately, it's not going to be noticed. This is very, very much a political move, and that's what I got to say.
Well, and I think you're 100% right. And we've seen this before. It didn't really have any effect before. This has happened. This is not brand new, by the way. If someone's just kind of tuning in and it's like, oh, this foreign buyers ban is like brand new. This is new. No, this has been going on for years. It's been refined. It's been made a little tighter as of January 1st, 2023, but it's existed in BC and in Toronto for quite some time, which by the way, has contributed to some markets. Like for example, the Montreal market has exploded in the last couple of years. Part of that is because they couldn't put their money in Toronto, so they went to Montreal, and same with Ottawa, for example. But I want to explain why this is politics over policy, Patrick, because I think it's important for people who may not be kind of dialed in. The fact is that as a politician, you have constituents, you want to get elected. So you make promises that's going to appeal to the masses that, quite frankly, won't make a difference, but you want to get elected. And your job as a politician is to get elected. And as soon as you are elected, your next job, Patrick, is what? To get reelected.
Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have?
So that's what this is all about, is just elections and getting reelected. And this is one of those policies. And there, by the way, there are so many others. And it doesn't make a meaningful impact. It certainly doesn't impact us as real estate investors. And it's nothing for us to really get all worried about, or for us investors to really get all jazzed up about. And I know a lot of people get very fired up about this foreign buyers ban. Quite frankly, I think it's just a big waste of energy. I think you should not be wasting your energy on this.
And it's interesting is that even some lawyers have looked at the way the legislation is written, and it's even open to interpretation. Secondly, is that you're subject to a $10,000 fine. Oh my gosh. When you're talking about millions of dollars worth of real estate, I'll take that $10,000 bet anytime. And because it's only 2 years, if it does go to court, because they do bust you, by the time it goes to court, by the time you're even in front of a judge, for example, it's well beyond that 2 years, and things have already changed anyway. So none of it will matter. So it's really is just politics.
Foreign buyers ban complete. We're not wasting any more time on this one.
Yeah, let's ban the conversation about foreign bans or something. Yeah. Anyways, that's about as witty as I can get.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe. And if you've enjoyed this, please share it with someone that you know, because it's going to be incredibly valuable to them. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so please comment below.
If you're interested in learning about investing in real estate the right way, look at our Real Estate Investing in Canada program. 15 steps to successfully investing in real estate. Thousands of real estate investors have learned the right way to invest in real estate following those 15 steps. You're absolutely going to love that program. Take a look, click on the link in the description below.